welcome to One Nation of Sports Locker Magazine Extra. I'm your host, Kirk DeMars, and thank you for joining us on apparently a stormy night. I mean, my goodness, I have never had that happen before. I just had the program started, and all of a sudden, everything just shut down. So I don't know what that says. It must mean that this interview with Kiana Hostetler is going to be absolutely electric. So get ready. We're excited about having her on here to talk about her article in Sports Locker Magazine. Well, I got that here. I'm going to show this since I've got the full screen. And pretty cool pictures. Great article. Great student athlete. Just all around. Just let's just say great. Let's say electric. Let's stick with that, okay? I came up with that. We're going to stay with it for the rest of the evening. So with that, why don't we go ahead and bring on the electric Kiana Hostetler. Hey, how are you doing?
Hello. Good. How are you?
I'm good. I was wondering what was happening there, and we had a little bit of electricity apparently flying through the air. And check this out already, all the way from the state of Colorado, we've got Angie Hostetler joining us and saying we love her. And thank you, Angie. It's glad to have you on here. Yeah. So how you been doing?
Good. Pretty busy, but keeping myself busy and active and ready to get rolling on basketball season.
Yeah. You started that today, didn't you?
Yes, we
Yeah.
did.
What'd you say? 2 days off?
Yep, we ended softball Friday and then we had our weekend and we're right back at it.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm not going to keep you long tonight because I know. I mean, when do you ever rest? I mean, I don't know. You probably got stuff to do yet tonight, don't you?
Well, I gotta take my shower, stink a little
Okay.
bit after basketball, but
Okay. All right. That sounds good. All right, Kiana, why don't you go ahead and talk a little bit about your article and what you enjoyed about that in the photo shoot?
I enjoyed the whole thing. I enjoy being able to get to share my experience with people and just talk about things that bring me joy and excitement and stuff like that. The photo shoots are always so fun. They keep them lighthearted. You're laughing the whole time. You just really, it's hard not to enjoy it, the whole thing.
Is that because of Jay? Is that because of Jay just being, goofball?
Oh, yeah, he's a great time. Cracking jokes all the time.
Yes, he is. And speaking of him, he wrote your article, and he came up with the title "Swish and Swing." So, he's really proud of his title. So, what does that title mean to you? What's it represent?
It just represents the sports I play. I play basketball and softball, so it just incorporates both of those things together.
I did tell him one time that I did not like a particular title to come up with something else, and he did not like that.
Oh no. I can only imagine.
That's the only one I have ever done. All the rest of them, I was like, "No, you're good." He was just
That's
shocked.
funny.
How could you not like my title? All right. So, hey, would you tell us about Coach Post and how he's helped navigate the ups and downs of softball and basketball with you?
Yeah, he's a great role model for me. He always keeps me in softball and basketball. He's really just he keeps me calm. I struggle with my emotions sometimes and controlling those emotions, and he just always reminds me that both sports, it's just a game. They're made to enjoy, they're made to have fun and to let loose and just have something as an outlet. And so he always just keeps me in check and he motivates me to reach my goals and to just be the best person I can be.
You're not competitive at all, are you?
Oh no, definitely not.
I can remember when we did the photo shoot with you and Oshara, and it was friendly photos, but it was not friendly basketball moments. I mean, you guys were still trying
No.
to block each other's shots and do all sorts of stuff like
Yes.
that. How has your friendships and relationships impacted you and your love for softball?
The friendships are really what keep me going. Just knowing I get to go be with those girls and hang out with those girls. They always make me laugh. They keep everything lighthearted. They make the joy in the sport so much better. They just make it way more enjoyable and loose, and yeah, it really just keeps me there.
And as a leader, um, how did that make you a better person?
It makes it easier for me to be a leader to those girls because they really, while they can keep it loose, they'll still listen to you and
Mm-hmm.
listen to what you're saying and telling them, and they'll learn and grow from that. And then they also help me learn and grow. So we kind of just keep each other in check. And yeah, they really just help me be a better leader.
Okay. Now let's transition that part to basketball. What's that going to look like? And I mean, I know you just had one practice, but what is your expectations as a leader? What are you ready to do?
We have basically our full returning varsity squad and then one incoming freshman. And so with the ups and downs we had last year, it was a really big learning curve. We had a lot of really young girls. And so this year I'm expecting way more out of our team. I think we're going to be way better. I mean, last year we went to the district championship and fell short to a really good team, but the girls have a lot more experience under their belt. We all know how to play with each other now. So I think this year is going to be we're going to be able to jump into it quicker, and the start of our season is just going to be better, and hopefully we can win districts this year. That's my goal as a leader, and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. I think we'll have a better record and just the small things.
And we'll get to this part here, but what are you looking forward to in this final season as far as with your teammates?
I'm excited to be with them. I'm really close with the young girls, and then my best friend's a senior right alongside me, so she always keeps me there. She's very God oriented, and so it helps me a lot just to be in that sport and be in the moment. And she always brings me back down to earth and keeps me in check. And then the younger girls are just so much fun to be around. They're so lighthearted, always joking all the time. So it's going to be a really fun season.
Good. Keep speaking of keeping you grounded, or bringing down things down to a certain level. I mean, I know your sister Ashera, you guys kind of did that for one another, but you talked about in your article that you were just really blessed to be able to have shared that experience with her playing basketball with her at Lynn. Talk about that a little bit.
Yes. The first 2 years of basketball and softball, being able to just have her by my side every step of the way was probably the best thing ever. Playing a sport with your older sibling is an amazing experience, and I think a lot of people may take that for granted, but I enjoyed every step of the way with her. She showed me how to be a leader. She showed me what not to do. She always kept me in check, and at times we would argue, but it all turned out for the better. And she's such an amazing leader, and she told me how to be patient and keep my emotions in check and to just really enjoy the game while I'm there because it all goes by way too fast and you don't want to take any moment for granted.
Absolutely, it goes by really quick, and it seems
Hmm.
like as we get older, it seems like it's going by quicker and quicker and quicker.
Yeah,
uh,
that's for sure.
yeah. So you talked a little bit about Ashera. Now, why don't you go ahead and tell us about your other siblings, and you mentioned them in the article, and just talk about how each of them have impacted you in your life.
We have a crazy crew. I have six younger siblings, and they range from 10 to 4, 5, and they all are just so enjoyable. They're so fun. They're really good kids, and they just like we all want to have that little kid in us, and they kind of just bring it out in me. Being able to play with them, and they're always loud at our games, and they cheer us on, and they're probably my biggest hype people ever. And so it's just so fun to have them around.
That's great. So, all right, yeah. Did you autograph this for any of them? I mean, did you like sign it and give them
I
your
don't even know
personal
if they've
copy?
looked through them, so
Well, you have to say, hey, you got to check this out. This is a great article.
right, make them read it.
That's right. That's part of education process. You guys need to read my article.
Yes, I agree.
All right, and then make sure that they judge whether or not it was the best title that Jay could have picked out too. You do that.
They will be very honest about that,
Okay.
so that would be an interesting question.
All right. I'll say we've got Bruce Springer, and he says, love Kiana from the Springers. So now
I
he
love
said,
that family so
yeah.
much.
Now he said Kia. Is that what they call you?
Yeah, that's what most of the girls on my team call me,
Okay.
Kia.
Okay. Well, see, I did not know that. I'm gonna call you Kiana if that's okay, because that's
That's
just good. That will throw me off completely if I get off on that. I might even call you something else. I don't know. I don't want to do that. Now let's go ahead and talk about your parents. How have they impacted you and the things that they've taught you and the things that you're still learning from them?
they teach me a lot every single day. They've taught me how to be responsible and how to chase your goals and dreams in a good way. They've taught me everything I know about my faith. They keep me grounded. They teach me more and more about God every single day. And they are such hard workers, both of them are. And so I can learn a lot from them on how to be responsible and work hard for everything that I have because nothing's going to get handed to you in life. And yeah, they're just really great people, and I love them both so much. They've been such big role models in my life through faith and sports and school and always being there through the ups and downs. They're my biggest supporters and cheerleaders. I mean, I don't even think of a time that they've missed a game or anything like that, even with all my siblings.
That's pretty amazing. That's pretty
Yeah.
amazing. Uh, so we talked about them. Now you've got a big extended family as well, and as we know, Angie's
Yes.
watching tonight. And why don't you talk about how special it is to have all of their love and support?
Yeah, we have some family here in town. My dad's side of the family lives in town, and they're very supportive people. They like to come watch the games. My grandma's at everything she can be at. My aunts and uncles come when they can around their work schedule and kids. And I know that my extended family, they watch online all the time. They come to games when they can. I mean, they make trips just for sports specifically, and they'll always shoot me texts if they watch a game online and tell me how good I did and that they love me and stuff like that. So it's just really great to have those people surrounding you and know that you're supported and loved at all times.
That's awesome. Very good. I just put up on there just a second ago. My sister Jacqueline, she's watching, and she said family is the best. So I'm assuming she's including me in on that. Hopefully, so that's good. No, it is very important. And those pictures that you got up behind you there, is that of family? Is that what's up there, or different places you're going? I noticed
Yeah,
there's
it's
some.
actually family and friends that I have up on my wall that I keep there.
See, that's cool because there's like room for more. You're making room for more people in
Yeah,
your life, so that's awesome.
exactly.
Good. Hey, you're doing a great job. We'll go ahead and take a quick commercial break, and we will be right back.
Perfect.
CNS Business Services has been connecting employees with employers since 1977. Recently, CNS rebranded to CNS Employment Solutions to more clearly define their mission of serving the needs of applicants, employees, and businesses while remaining current and evolving with the changes in the workforce. One important thing has not changed. CNS Employment Solutions partners with a wide variety of employers, placing employees in jobs that match their skills and needs.
Say yes to CNS.
All right, CNS Employment Solutions, they have been with us from the very beginning with Sports Locker Magazine, as well as One Nation, a Sports Locker Magazine Extra. And we just want to thank them for all their support for us. We want to thank them for what they do in the community, helping people to find jobs and helping employers to be able to fill those jobs with qualified candidates. So if you know anybody needing a job, make sure you get them hooked up to CNS Employment Solutions. Also, we've got Big Whiskeys. They are our Coach of the Issue sponsor. And we've got Coach Joel Henley from Capital City is the one that is featured in the most recent issue, the September-October. Getting ready to come out with November, December here pretty soon. But we just appreciate them and giving a shout out to our coaches right here in Mid-Missouri with all the wonderful work that they do, pouring into our student athletes, taking time away from their families to be able to make sure that our student athletes are getting everything that they need for this high school experience. Speaking of that, I'm going to do a quick shout out to Mike Hostetler, Angie's husband and Kiana's uncle. He's helping coach some of my grandkids out there in Colorado and volleyball, and so thanks, Mike. Appreciate you, man. All right, we've been talking to Kiana Hostetler, and Kiana, thanks again for joining us tonight. I know you're ready to just kind of chill out after we get done, so we're gonna move through this last part and let you get on with the rest of your evening.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me. It's been a great
Yeah,
time.
absolutely. Let's talk about softball, your softball career, and I know that just finished, but just tell us a little bit about your highlights, records, and awards, including the Final Four experience last year and this year.
Yeah, softball's been really fun. My first 2 years, we didn't make it out of districts, and then last year we had a lot of young girls come in. Like I said, they all kind of played in the same sports, basketball and softball, and so they all came up, and they're just a really athletic bunch. And we had a great team. Our semifinal game, our catcher tore her ACL
Hmm.
last year, and we were losing at that point, and so we were all pretty nervous. And then our freshman catcher had come in, and we ended up winning that game and making it to state. And it was a great experience, and we all had a lot of fun. We kind of got wrapped up in the moment last year, and then this year we went back and we also got fourth again. We almost won the first game. We lost 1-2 in extra innings, but we played really good the first game. And then the second game, the team that we played was just a really good all around team, hitting gaps and stuff like that. So we struggled, but it was a really fun sport to play,
Yeah.
especially with the girls. The team was great, coaches were great. It was just a fun sport to play.
Yeah, there's not too many people that can say that they've been to a Final Four as well as let alone back to back. So that's pretty amazing
Yeah.
that you were able to do that. So very good.
Yes.
I know you wanted to win, but
Yes.
yeah. Talk about some of the awards that you've received through your softball career.
I got academic, all academic team all 4 years. I got second team outfield in districts last year. Our awards for this year haven't come out yet. They haven't
Right.
been released, so I'm not sure what I got this year.
Sure. Okay. Very good. Tell everybody. You said outfield. Is that the only position that you played, or did you play others?
I only played outfield. I am not an infielder. Nobody wants to see that.
But obviously you've got speed because you're in the outfield, so that's good.
I am pretty quick. That's what people tell me, anyways.
Yeah. Where did you bat in the lineup?
I was a ninth batter, I think, all 4 years. I went up and down this last year. I was kind of toward the top at the beginning, and then I kind of fell down at the end. But
Yeah. You would you say you're more of a contact hitter or a power hitter?
um, I don't know. I'd probably say more of a contact hitter. I mean, my whole career I've only had 3 home runs, I think. So
Okay. Very good. Now we're getting on to moving into basketball. Why don't you go ahead and talk about that? What have been some of the highlights in your career so far and awards you've gained through that?
My biggest highlights, obviously, playing with my sister. That was a great time. All 4 years of my high school career, we have went to the district championship. We have gotten second all 4 years, which hasn't been great, but we have made it there. Um, Last year, I think we had a really good all around season. I think we've been above 500 mostly all 4 of my years. Some awards I've gotten are all district, all conference. Last year I got all tournament team, I think, in all the tournaments we played in, if I remember correctly. And then I got academic team and I got all media last year.
Good. So how different has it been playing? Once Ashera moved on, how different has that been for you?
It was very different, especially because of my position I play. I'm a point guard, and she was my shooter, so she was the person I was always looking for. She scored most of our points. And so after she graduated, that was a big adjustment for us last year, is finding our scoring back, getting the girls to want to shoot the ball.
Mm-hmm.
When Char was there, everyone kind of just looked for her. And then we had another girl that was a senior with her. Her name was Autumn, and she was super fast. She ran the floor all the time, so she was another person I was always looking for. She was always in the open area. So we've been trying to figure that out, but I think we finally figured it out at the end of the season. We had girls running the floor, shooting more, and then a couple of times we would have one of our younger girls bring the ball up so I could be in that shooting position, and
Yeah.
we'd kind of just switch on and off.
Okay. Very good. Uh, so as point guard, you're like the floor general. So that's an extension of the coach out on the floor. Tell us about that, and what the importance of your job is on the court and how you try to lead people.
I really enjoy being a point guard. I like being in control, being able to change the tempo and stuff like that, control the pace of the game, slow it down if the girls need to calm down, just be able to tell them where they need to be, especially since I'm one of the older girls. I know where people need to be a lot more. And I mean, our team's really well rounded and they all know their positions and stuff. So it's not super hard to be the point guard for them. Um, but I enjoy it because it gives me the opportunity to score while also giving me the opportunity to pass the ball and allow the other girls to score the points also. So sometimes it is hard and I get frustrated, especially when like a team is pressing or something and I need to take a step back and calm down. And so one of the other girls will bring the ball down. But it's nice to be able to have that to where you can have someone else bring the ball down if you need to and
Sure.
stuff like that.
Good. Um, so, what would you say you enjoy most about being a Linn Wildcat two sport athlete as well as a student?
The community here is really fantastic all around. I like living in a small town because everybody knows who you are. You know, you meet someone in town and they're like, "Oh, hey, I saw you in the newspaper," or "You're that girl that plays basketball." You know, everyone knows you and everyone's so nice around here. They all start conversations and our school supports us a lot. Our AD and principal are really big into sports, and so that helps a lot. And then our secretary is a lady that I love so much. Her name is Alice, and she's probably my biggest supporter at the school. She always has me like the Sports Locker magazine. She had me sign it and stuff like that. And she knows basically every student in the school. I mean, she can call you by name if she needs to, and she comes to everything she can. And I mean, all the teachers there are big supporters of you. And yeah, I just like being in a small town because you know everyone knows you, and it's
Mm-hmm.
just easy to be in school and play sports and stuff like that around here.
Yeah. Talk about. I didn't have this in the questions. I'm throwing one at you. Talk about the facility that you play in for basketball. I mean, from the outside, it looks quite a bit different than maybe some of the other places that you go to. Talk about that and how special it is playing there.
Yeah, we call it the dome. I mean, for obvious reasons, it's a big circle. It's a dome, and it's really fun to play in there because everything echoes, and so it's
Yes.
always loud and stuff like that. And the atmosphere in there is really fun. Especially like big games, like when we play our homecoming game and stuff like that, when it's really packed in there and everyone's yelling, and it's just really fun to be in there. It's an old gym, and so you kind of get that feel. The only thing I don't like about it is that there's no AC, so it does get really hot sometimes, but other than
Well,
that, it's just a great atmosphere to be in, and the court's nice, and yeah, stuff like that.
well, thankfully, basketball is played in late fall and into the winter and like that. So,
Yes, for
ho-
sure.
hopefully, that helps a little bit.
Yes.
Good.
I know volleyball has it rough. It's gotta be
Yeah,
hot in there.
yeah. So I see that you don't play volleyball. You play softball. Is that
Yes.
part of the deal, right?
Yes.
Good. Let's see in your article, Kiana, and you mentioned it here a little bit ago too, but you talk about God being the center of your life. What's that like for you, and how does that translate onto the playing field and in the classroom?
I try to show God in everything I do. You know, I want to be that light. You never know who needs it. Even if someone's having a bad day, you know, that smile can cheer them up. Just being joyful around everyone is a big thing I try to focus on. Um, God just keeps me grounded in everything I do. Whenever I'm struggling, I can go to Him. Whenever I'm happy, I go to Him, and it helps that I have a family that does that also, so it's easy for me to do. And then I have some close friends in school that are like that too, so if I need anything, I can reach out to them and they help me through that. But yeah, my biggest goal in life is to just show God in everything I do, because you honestly never know who you're going to impact and
Right.
leave with that, and you can help them grow their faith too. So,
Absolutely. Um, you know, some people may dismiss that as not being important, but I will tell you that recently I have seen a an unfortunate um, move of some accidents where young people have lost their lives, and I mean, it's just so important that we make sure that we pour into people and treat them with love and respect and show that they have value. And so I'm glad you're doing that, and that's one of the most important things you can do. Very good.
yes, I agree.
Tell us a little bit about your future plans and what you're wanting to study in college.
My future plans are to attend Ottawa University in Kansas. I'm going to play basketball there, and then my 4 years there, I will major in exercise science. And then after that, I'm looking at either going to Mizzou or Maryville and to finish off my physical therapy, do a physical therapy program, and then I'm specifically want to go into pediatric physical therapy.
You know, probably experience through having all those younger siblings, right? Got to
Yes.
take care of the bumps and bruises.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about your desire to play basketball at the next level.
I'm really excited to play at Ottawa. I actually got to watch them play. They're such a fast-paced team, and it's always been a dream of mine to be able to go on to the next level and keep playing after high school. And the coaches there are amazing. They're super nice, and the team is very well rounded, and they're fast-paced. Like I said, I like that. I like to run the floor, and they all seem like a great time. I've met a couple of them, and they're just really friendly people, and I'm excited because when you play a sport in college, it means you want to be there, and in high school that's not necessarily true. So I know everyone there is going to be competitive. They're all going to want to win. They're all going to want to be there all the time. And so I think that's going to be a big change for me, and I'm going to like it a lot.
So tell everybody where's Ashera at?
She is at Stevens College in Columbia, Missouri.
Uh huh. And is she still playing basketball?
She is playing basketball. She's in a boot right now. She
Uh
has something
huh.
going on with a nerve in her foot, so
Okay.
they think she's going to have to get that nerve clipped before she can play again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a quick question. So, think you can arrange Stevens College to play against Ottawa? Think you can make that happen?
Well, they actually just got into a tournament with Ottawa, Stevens, and Columbia, and then it was St. Mary's all got into a tournament this year, and I think they're going to carry that on. So if that happens, I'm going to be able to play her in college.
That would be pretty awesome, wouldn't it?
Yes, it'd be crazy. It'd be very
Yeah.
different for me.
And it would be hard for your family too. I mean, rooting for both of you. Yay on this side, yay on that side.
Yeah, they're going to have to sit right in the middle and wear split a shirt in half and
Yeah,
wear the different colors.
absolutely, absolutely. What do you want to say to all the fan support and all the people that have just really poured into you over your high school career?
Just a big thank you. We've had a lot of support through the ups and downs of our school sports and stuff like that. But the family and the community is always there behind you. They always tell you good job no matter what, and they never fail to miss a game or big opportunities. And so it's just really nice to have those people behind us and supporting us through everything that we do.
Yeah, somebody's trying to get you, aren't they? They're trying to
Yes,
find
someone
out where
is
you are.
banging on my door.
That's all right. I heard him just like, "Where is Kiana? We need her now. What's going on?" we're about done. So I just have a couple of speed round questions for you. So like tonight, after a tough practice and or after a game, what's your favorite go-to snack or meal after you get done?
Hmm. That's a great question. I always love a good cheeseburger. My dad makes really good cheeseburgers, and those are always really good.
A homemade, really good cheeseburger is better pretty much than what you can find anywhere else, isn't it?
I agree.
Yep. My father-in-law used to do a lot of grilling, and anytime I don't know about you, but he would make like these really big thick ones. I'm like,
The gigantic patties.
yeah, I typically always would like the thinner ones, but those were really good. It's just hard to get in your mouth around those things.
Yeah, yeah. Especially if you stack it full of other stuff.
Yeah, and I like everything on mine, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got room on those clips behind you. If there's anywhere in the world that you could go, where would that be and why?
Ooh. I really want to go to Santorini, Greece, just because I think it's really pretty, and the sunsets and the little houses there are really cute, so I think it'd be fun.
Okay. So where has been the place that you've been that you enjoyed the most?
Oh boy. Shore senior trip, we went to Nantucket Island, and I really liked it there. It was super cute and fun.
Oh, good. Very good. Her trip, and you got to go and enjoy it. That's awesome.
Yes,
Is she going to get to go on your trip?
hopefully,
Okay, good.
if she's not playing basketball.
Yeah, good. All right, this will be the last one. And, what is the one chore around the house that you dislike doing the most? That you want to push off on your siblings?
The dishes. 100%.
I
I
understand
hate doing
that.
the dishes. Yeah.
I understand that. With so many in the family, there'd be a lot of dishes.
Yeah, we do have a dishwasher, which is nice, but
Okay.
big dishes are just not for me.
Okay, very good. Uh, Kiana, why don't you any final thing that you would like to share with the people that are watching? I mean, you had quite a few people that have been on here viewing and making comments and stuff. Feel free to go ahead and make a final comment.
Thank you guys for all your support and everything that you do, all the love that you show and give to me and my team and my family. It really means a lot to us.
Well, you're an awesome young lady, and we're excited for what lies ahead this year with basketball, as well as what's going to take place in the future. We're rooting you on, and as you can see, a lot of people are continuing to root you on. The good thing is that you got a lot of nice things that have been said about you on here, so you can just go back and play this whenever you want if feeling down a little bit. All right, here he is, the man himself, Mike Hostetler, popping on "Love You, Kia." So there you go.
Love you
Thanks,
too,
Mike.
Mike.
Yeah, we've been talking good about you, Mike, so it's about time you got on here. All right. Kiana, if you hold on for just a moment, I'm going to go ahead and close out the program. And again, thank you, and I'll visit with you when we get off here.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us tonight on One Nation of Sports Soccer Magazine Extra. I'm your host, Kirk DeMars. And you know what? We were missed. I was really wanting to get Mike and Jay on here tonight. I thought that would be a lot of fun, but maybe they can just call up each other and have their own little commentary on the side as they watch the video of Kiana. So thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Make sure that you share this program with friends and family members that would appreciate seeing Kiana's interview, as well as like and subscribe. We're on YouTube as well, One Nation and SLM Extras. So I'm your host, Kirk DeMars. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. God bless you, and we'll see you next week.